So hey, it's Josh, Content Marketing Media. Just thought I would walk you through this new workflow that I'm using specifically with Cohere. So just to give you a little context, let me show you my billing from Cohere. So Cohere obviously is a retrieval augmented generation model, pretty sophisticated, accesses the web. But here's my live billing, just so you can kind of see when I give you context of what I posted that this is real. Like this is an affordable model, and I want to show you what we did this weekend. So we ran 27,000 leads through Cohere, right? And so just to give you an idea, it's only accessible via API. I'm sharing the workflow so you can literally copy the code and put it in to your workflows. But let me just pull it up so you can kind of see what it looks like. I want to give a shout out to Brandon Charleston because he really helped me with the API call here. Specifically, some adjustments I made where I append the input directly to the website. So this is an API call directly to Cohere, and then you'll need to put your API into the column. But what this does is you just add a text field so you can have a prompt. I like to use the journalist prompt because it's very effective in gathering research. But I rewrote this prompt to be a little bit more detailed. And then we have the prompt plug in specifically with the business that we're researching. So if you look at through these prompts, you can see it's dynamic, right? It changes here with the new uh, input, and then I'll show you just the column itself. And so as I scroll through here, you can see I'm just plugging in the secure website. I like to use that, the HTTPS. And then this is the actual prompt, which I'm sharing with you. So really, you need to just point it to your field and input your appropriate website, and then it will give you the output. And the output is just out of this world. So I'm just going to show you some examples of the output I'm getting. And as I scroll here, the level of detail is what's phenomenal. I mean, just the level of detail that we're getting from this prompt. And it's directly from the company's website because, again, I'm appending it to their website. So it is giving us just absolutely phenomenal detail about our leads. And then from there, right, we can, create whatever copy we want. So I'm just scrolling through so you can see it is uniquely good across the board. What we did too, even more so, is we looked at the cost, right? So just look at the cost of these runs. I mean, this is GPT-4 turbo level output, actually better, but at significantly less cost, right? There's a few times where it goes in and I've noticed like it'll run, a cost of like 1 cent, but it's even hard to find one of those. But at the end of the day, there's one right there. So this one, the prompt tokens, the input was a little bit more. Here's another one for 1 cent. But Cohere's billing model is pretty phenomenal. I mean, just the pricing. You can see my input and output tokens today, and 92 million input tokens, 13 million output tokens. But I mean, the cost of that is just ridiculously affordable compared to other models. And then the output is, even better, right? So I've showed you the output. What we did is we combined this Cohere output with our other research. So let me scroll here. This is our Clayagent research. And so we take this and with our Clayagent research, same approach, but we pull in the website, and then we also ask it to do a similar type of formatting. But what we do with Clay, which I think is a little bit different, is we tell it the Clayagent prompt is we tell it to look at the company name and secure website to gather additional information if it can't give us 3 to 4 paragraphs. And then we also have a run here, which I really didn't even use this week, but I was using it before to kind of balance cost and output. Is we tell GPT-4 to combine our initial research here and then add additional data in there from our LinkedIn run to enhance our output. So this was my previous approach that I've shared before. Now, when I get in and I'm starting to pull 27,000, if you look at this filter, you can see I'm only filtering by those that have results. So 27,000 detailed business runs and research, um, just over and over again on company after company after company after company for a whopping $66.28. So, um, one thing about using Cohere, just to keep in mind, is that you can only do it on the Explorer plan. So, I mean, I get it. That's $349 a month, but you need that to access APIs. And I think we can't expect Clay to build everything in. I mean, they are doing a phenomenal job bringing in integration after integration. I was looking the other day just to enrich data, and if you look at, there are things like Claude. It's already built in, right? So if I type in Claude, there's Claude, right? If I type in Gemini, if I can spell here. Gemini. I know it's there. There it is. Google's Gemini. So Claude, Gemini are already built in. Obviously, GPT-4 is built in. ClayGen. I mean, Clay has done a phenomenal job bringing in these AI models. I'm sure at some point they'll bring in Cohere and other AI models, but at the end of the day, you can access it. I mean, I'm going to give you the prompt here to use it. So, highly encourage you to start using Cohere. I am not saying this is an alternative to ClayGen. I mean, because what we're doing here is we're strapping the web search with the AI directly to the website. I have found it kind of hallucinates and gets expensive when I don't do that. But, I could strap this to any website, right? So that's kind of the important thing. And I will explore that and play around further. But what a huge development, at least for us, being able to enhance the body of our research, which is built off going out and getting information from the web, from Google, and then basically essentially getting whatever we want. And I think the final thing I want to share here is just the amount of detail in the output. So Cohere is very much a company that wants to be confident that their enterprise level large language model and being able to cite their data. So if you scroll through here, what you will see is that they do cite where they pull their data. And so that makes it extremely comfortable when you're using this data to be able to understand exactly where they're getting it from. Right. So you can see that. And I can pull all these into columns. That's the beauty of Clay, but I don't. Um, but it's powerful when you can see the search queries, where they're pulling the data from. I mean, so much data that gives us the ability. And then just more and more. Here's my output, and then I go further. I get more and more like a company overview here. I mean, all of this is stuff that didn't come back in my reply, but I could just enhance further what I'm doing. So, significant development for us. I think that if people can start using some level of research like Cohere, ClayGen, etc., you have a premise or a basic amount of data that gives you specific data about a business, and then combine that with LinkedIn, combine that with store leads, combine that with other sources you get from Appify or within Clay itself, and there's really no reason anymore not to reach out to a business with some level of information about that business. Instead of just sending them your offer, introduce yourself. I mean, that's what we're doing. We're creating opening lines in our business, and I don't think I have that. Let me unfilter so you can see it. But we're just creating introductions and to our business, and I guess for whatever reason, let me see if I have any that have results. But I can show you. I can just show you that what we're sharing today is the actual workflow, right? So I don't think in this particular workflow we created personalized first lines, but we do a lot of different workflows. But the new level of research is what you're going to be seeing in this, and here we are going to share this exact workflow. And so you'll see we've enriched the company with LinkedIn. We're doing our business research. We're actually doing the initial research, and we always do our own company because hey, I'm my own harshest critic, and I know my company better. So I'm not going to share something until I feel like the AI is confident enough to share. But just at the end of the day, the coolest part about about this one is we actually combined our research methods just to give you one output. So um, look at this output. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I'm the founder of this company, and I can tell you I can't write this good about my own company. And so to have an AI do it and then be able to take this and create whatever content I want, whether it's LinkedIn post, whether it's outbound email, whatever. I mean, that's the power of research and combining the data. So hopefully you will find this helpful. A little bit of a walkthrough, but this is what we'll share with our live data, and you can then turn on, turn off workflows, uh, turn off columns, turn off columns, and then as we always do, we include costs. So you can just we can be completely transparent. So I mean, this run right here would have cost about a little over 3 cents per lead. So just imagine trying to pay someone to get this amount of information versus doing it with AI is pretty phenomenal. So hopefully you find value in this, and we'll put the workflow up, and we'll come back with some more enhancements in the future. Thanks.